What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Billy Clint here from Team Out of Time, bringing you a deck profile, my Monarch deck profile. Let's go ahead and just get started into it. I don't want to hold you guys up too long. It's kind of late, so 3 Aether. Aether, it's one of the key pieces in the deck. These big Monarchs. First off, when you summon them to the field, you gotta send a spell. Monarch spell traps to the graveyard. 2 of them. You gotta send 2 of them. This guy lets you start picking out Monarchs to special summon, or basically Monarchs to special summon to your field. Once he's summoned, in phase, you bring it back to your hand. You pick out the Monarch according to what your opponent has, so you can go ahead and interrupt their plays or stuff like that, or start comboing off. But this guy helps you do that. So 3 of that. Next, another card that came out of the structure deck. 3 Erebus. Erebus, he's definitely also another key piece in the deck. He's another big one, so you got to send 2 Monarch spell traps to the graveyard. There's usually 2 main targets that you usually send, but we'll get to that. He can send a card from your opponent's hand or on the field back to the deck, so that's also good. There's a couple more Monarch from the structure deck, but for right now it's just those. I decided to play double Majesty's Fiend. This card shuts down a lot of decks. The fact that you can't activate monster effects is very crucial in this game, since 99% of the cards that are monsters that are played in the format have effects. So this guy can win games on its own, so I decided to run 2 of those. Karaz, I'm playing 1. I did have it at 2, but it's not like the OCG, so ruling that's on this guy made me play him at 1. He's still decent, I guess. There's sometimes when you, for those of you guys who don't know what he does, when he's summoned, like normal special summon or whatever, you can pop 2 cards on the field. Once you pop them, the person that's cards that are popped, they get to draw 2 cards. You can use this on your turn to destroy 2 of your cards, or you can destroy 2 of your opponent's cards. Once, if you tribute off 2 of their monsters or destroy 2 of their cards. This card cannot attack when its effect is activated, though. So that's something to remember. I tend to forget that a lot. So, but still, good card. Running 1 Caius. That's because I do not have the Mega, but Caius is still good. Banish 1 card that's on the field. If it's a dark, they take 1,000. So, still good. I like it as a substitute. So, these are from the structure deck. Idea. He gets your stuff started as combo pieces. You say you have like this guy in hand. Basically, well, I guess it would fit more if I brought both of them down. So, Idea and Eidos. Idea lets you special summon this guy from the deck. This guy lets you have an extra normal summon that turn. So usually the basic play is you summon Idea, get Eidos. Once you get Eidos, you have this guy or another Monarch or something in hand. You get to send these to the grave to summon this guy, and then his effect goes off, and then you just start going. This guy, when sent to the graveyard, can special summon this guy back from the graveyard. This guy, if he's sent to the graveyard, he can get one of your banished Monarch cards or spells, spell or whatever, and add it to your hand. So these guys are pretty key and potent to the deck. So 2 of each. I was running 3, but I'll show you why I'm not running 3 no more. So I am playing the baby Quantum engine. These cards just came out Friday. I ended up getting them. So 1 blue and 2 red. It's like the new Power Ranger format, the Power Ranger deck that's going to be out or whatever. But Super Quantums. When this guy is normal special summon, he can add one of these guys or a Super Quantum monster to your hand. When he's sent to the graveyard, he can send back, I believe, up to 3. Yep, up to 3 targets that are Super Quantums back and put them back into the deck. So he's psychic. That's very important for later when I explain how you get him out easily without wasting your normal summon. This guy is like a Cyber Dragon. He can be special summoned if you don't control no monsters. If he sends to the grave, you can target 1 Super Quantum monster that's in your graveyard, except red layer, special summon it, but it can't activate its effects. So usually you won't be using that effect with this deck. You'll just be using the special summon effect so you can tribute for your little guys if whatnot, or combo off. So Super Quantum Engine. Next, for my last monster is Double Effect Veiler. The mirror match kind of sucks with this deck. A lot of monsters have effects that you do not want going off. I was running Max C in this deck at first, but I realized that Max C is not really the greatest in this deck. I do have a theory now about Max C playing it. If you're going to run Max C, make sure you have something that you're going to run it into that can end up saving your life. I guess you could say it, like Gores or something. It's basically my theory, because you can Max C in this deck all you want, and your opponent knows you're playing Monarchs, so they're like, oh, I'll let them draw. I'll still OTK them this turn. So that's my theory on Max C. If you're gonna run Max C, it's good for drawing cards, but this format is just so fast. If you're comboing off, your opponent's comboing off, and you don't have a response for it, it's usually GG. So that's all the monsters. I believe it's 19 or 20. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 monsters, guys. 19 monsters. For spells, 1 Rhoda. You search out your, I believe it's Idea. Yep, search out Idea. He's a warrior. Get him to your hand, adds consistency, a little bit of consistency, like maybe 0.4% more. It's small, but it still adds to it to get the Idea to your hand, so you can start comboing off with plays. So then it's the Monarch spells. 3 Pantheism. This card is just insane. This is one of your draw engines to the deck. You can send a Monarch spell or trap from your hand to your graveyard to draw 2 cards. You can also banish this when it's in your graveyard to add to your hand. Well, you reveal 3 Monarch spells and traps from your deck, and your opponent chooses 1, and you get to add that card to your hand. So definitely a good card. I like it. 3 that. Most of these Monarch spells are basically going to be 3. This is Domain of the True Monarchs. Basically, it has 3 effects, but people usually only use like 1 or 2. But it's crazy because you get all 3 effects are good. This card, basically, if you have a tribute summon monster on the board, you can lock out your opponent from their extra deck. They can't use it. It also gives 800 attack to a tribute attacking monster, and you can also reduce the level of one of the 2800 attack monsters by 2 until the end of the turn or something like that. That's in the monsters that are in your hand, so that's also very important. But this is definitely a lights out shutout card. So next, one of your search pieces to the deck, Tenacity of the Monarchs. Basically reveal monster, 2400 attack or 2400 attack, 1000 defense, or 2800 attack and 1000 defense. Add 1 Monarch spell trap from your deck to your hand, except Tenacity. You can only activate 1 of these per turn. So it basically searches out more combo pieces that you need. Triple Stormforth, one of my favorite cards in the game. Cosmos hate this card. Basically, you contribute you play this card, and you can use one of your opponent's monsters as a tribute. But it doesn't have to be at the time of activation. So that's key with this card. But yeah, use one of your opponent's monsters as a tribute. So Stormforth. Triple E-Telly. This is for Quantum Blue. Because he's psychic, like I pointed out earlier. But you can... Well, his second effect, he goes back to the deck. So he keeps going back to the deck. So you can keep using this to special summon this guy to add the red to your hand. So that's why E-Telly is at 3 maxed out. Next is Return of the Monarchs, running 2. Some builds run 3. I like 2. 2's been working out well for me, so definitely. Oh, I'll think about bumping it up, but right now it's 2. This is always the last what I'm gonna be going back and forth with. So it's right now I'm playing 3 Prime. I like Prime. Prime interrupts plays. Prime helps you tribute summon monsters. It can save your life. So I like Prime at 3. So that's why I'm playing at 3. But it can be usually the cards that you send with your Aether or your what's his name, Erebus, are Prime and Pantheism, because they both have effects when they're in the graveyard to activate. So that is the main deck. Now the side deck is a little different, but let's go ahead and go to the side deck. 2 Vanity's Fiend. A lot of decks can't handle the fact of not special summoning, so if I need help with the Majesty's Fiends, I'll put in Vanity's Fiends also. So 2 Vanity's Fiends. Majesty's Fiend can be searched off of Return. Vanity's Fiend can't. That's why it's not in the main. So one of the reasons why. Triple Flying Sea. And not triple, double Flying Sea. Burning Abyss. Anything that can do like rank 3, rank 4 spam or whatever for their extra deck. This helps slow them down game 2. So 1 March of the Monarchs. I do like this, but I don't feel like there's enough cards right now that target, especially during the matchups that I've been having. Usually it's either Cosmo or Mermill or Pepe that I'm playing. So I really don't worry too much about traps. So this is why it's in the side deck. This is a key tech that I decided to try out. 2 deck lockdown. It's got a Thunder King effect, so your opponent can't add cards from their deck to their hand, and also monsters can't be special summoned from the extra deck. I was trying to figure out what I can side in against the Mermill matchup. So if they try to tribute off their tribute off their prince, they can't special summon a monster from the deck. If Cosmos get in the Farm Girl attack, they can't special summon from the deck. So I like it. Deck lockdown. Look into it. It's key tech. Double Royal Decree. This deck hates back row, so it's enough said, self-explanatory. 2 Imperial Iron Wall. Basically for the Cosmo matchup. You can also side this in for the Mirror, so your opponents can't banish their stuff, I guess. But if you were playing this in the Mirror, I'd suggest like Battle Faders and stuff also. Or you can do what I'm about to show you. A lot of people have been giving me crap about these next 4 cards or next 2 cards, but when I show them the next 4 cards and I play the matchup, 99% of the time when I play this, I win. I'll explain the basis behind it. 2 Mask of Restrict and 2 Memory of the Adversary. This is what I've side in for the mirror match. And my theory behind it is, well, a lot of people are like, why are you going to play Mask of Restrict in a Monarch deck that basically tributes all the time? Well, listen to me. It's kind of like when Vanity's Emptiness was at 3. You basically set up your board, you play Mask, and they can't play. So you just don't activate this blindly. Setup, they can't play. What also helps you with that is if you have Memory of Adversary down, basically you activate this on one of their attacking monsters. It gets banished. You take damage, it gets banished, and next standby, it comes to your side of the field. So you have that monster. So you can steal a Monarch or steal Thanos or whatever, flip this over. They can't tribute your monster, and you're just going in for attack. It's worked for me numerous times. I want you guys to try that out. Try it out before you knock it. Just because the card says the stuff can't be tributed, don't mean it don't work. It works if you play it right. You gotta play smart. It's basically all I got to say about that. But I definitely love the card inside, so play it. Oh, and something that a lot of people don't know about this card, it's like $1, maybe $2. But this card does not target. So you can take like Cosmo big ships and special summon once they get banished, they don't. They come to your side of the field, and you can have like Dark Destroyers and shit poking at your opponent. So something to think about. Something to think about. And with that said, that is my Monarch deck profile. Tell me what you guys think. What you think about the side. The keynotes. Go ahead and help me out. I like the deck. It does take a little bit of take a little bit of playing to get used to, but definitely a solid choice. I wouldn't mind it. For now, I do think that time might pass this deck by. We'll see. Things will just get faster, and I don't think this is going to get too much more support. But I haven't heard anything yet, but just cross your fingers for open. All right, guys, this is Mr. GG from Team Me Out of Time, signing out.